Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this week. My intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort people all over the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And I have been a busy girl for the past week, especially. As some of you may know, I posted it on Instagram. My beloved brother-in-law, Regis, the husband of my late sister, Joan, he passed very unexpectedly week before last. And so the funeral and the visitation hours and the whole 9 yards of our sad goodbye to him was this week. Tim and I just drove in late last night from Columbus, Ohio. And the funeral and everything was just heartfelt. It was touching. It was crushingly sad at times. I cried a lot. I laughed a lot. My family was all there. Our son, Jonathan, flew in for it. So that was a silver lining to get to be with him and also other family members. But he died very unexpectedly. He had some kind of a bleed. They're doing an autopsy. We'll find out what was going on, and collapsed and never regained consciousness. So it was just a shock, and put him on a vent, never regained consciousness, had to take him off life support. And it was just heartbreaking. He died 11 years and 3 days after my sister. So that's wild. And he had visited my sister's grave, my sister Joan, on Friday, a week ago Friday, and left flowers. He and my brother Jay went down and died 3 days later. So it was just like, what? It was deja vu going through it. And so I just want to thank you for all of the support and kind comments and prayers and all of that you guys all did. It was just so comforting for me. And speaking of comforting, the morning after he died, when I woke up, I guess I was looking towards the window, and I have a couch in front of the window in my bedroom. And he and my sister, their spirits were sitting on my couch in my bedroom, holding hands and giggling. And then I had a nice conversation with them. And I've talked to him several times since, talked to my sister all the time anyways. But I'm so grateful for these skill sets that I've learned and that I teach, because it comes in really handy at a time like this. Like, where's the safety deposit box, and other things that are going to be needed to help settle his estate, and just all kinds of information that we're getting. Plus, I could tell how close to death he was. So that was helping family members that wanted to come in to say goodbye. And I was, of course, in communication with him telepathically the whole time. So being able to see them on my couch in my bedroom was immensely comforting. And you can't tell a Regis story without laughing. It's just not possible. He was just that kind of guy. We had a family friend who's a priest that said the mass, and it was just funeral mass. It was just so touching because it was so personalized. And then just being with everybody helped a lot too. So once again, thanks for all of that. As luck would have it, in August, I planned a trip with a bunch of girlfriends to the Biltmore Estate in North Carolina this weekend. And so got back late last night. I'm leaving early tomorrow morning, driving to Atlanta, where they're flying in from all over the country. I rented a Suburban, and we're all going to be driving in the Suburban. So look for a group of 60-something women. We're going to have a ball. And I'm driving to North Carolina with all of them. And then we'll spend the weekend up there, and then we'll drive back on Sunday, and I'll drop them all off at the Atlanta airport and then drive home to Birmingham, which will be a couple of hours. But I thought it's easy to get them all into Atlanta, and I got to go to Atlanta anyways. So it worked out great. Isn't it wonderful how the timing of things just work out? This will be perfect for me after crying my eyes out most of the week to be able to laugh with my girlfriends. So that'll be fun too. So once again, thanks for all your kind comments and support. It just means the world to me. I can't even express how much it means to me. So, all right. on a happier note, since it's the first of the month, you know what that means? It's giveaway time. And in order to register for a drawing, all you have to do is leave a review on the show, either wherever you listen to podcasts or ratethispodcast.com/Julie. You can leave a review there. If you watch the show on YouTube, you can leave a review there. And that's where this one comes from this month. And it comes from somebody called Status on YouTube. And Status said, I love this. I laughed so hard when I read this. She said, watching Julie Ryan's YouTube channel is seeing Julie kind of like a 1950s fashionably dressed sitcom mom who wears pearls and makes everything all better. I do love my pearls, and pearls represent wisdom. I looked it up after I read this review. So again, watching Julie Ryan's YouTube channel is seeing Julie kind of like a 1950s fashionably dressed sitcom mom who wears pearls and makes everything all better. So Status, you have won a free session with me, a free hour session valued at $200. And so email me, juliet@julieryan.com, and I'll be delighted to figure out a time and a date that works with both of our schedules. And we'll be able to talk about whatever you want. I can scan you medically. I can scan your pets. We can talk to your deceased loved ones. We can talk to your spirit guides, your angel, your guardian angel, whomever. See past lives. It's just, the buffet of psychicness. So we'll have a blast doing that. So email me and we'll figure out when your date and time is.
Let's go to our first caller, and I believe it's Miss Patty. Hi, Patty. Hang on a second. Let me get you off mute here. Okay, there you are. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Julie. Julie,
how are you?
First of all, so sorry for what you've gone through. I'm so sorry and sad, but at the same time, I'm so thrilled that you have the contact with them. And,
yes.
Yeah.
And my sister. So
I was in tears, and then you started describing the outfit that she had you wearing, and I started laughing, and oh my God. But just know, Thank you for taking me, Julie. The weirdest thing, this was meant to be. I was telling my friend Susie, I was on a walk, and I was telling my friend Susie that my daughter, for my Christmas gift, is going to give me a session with you, and I was so excited. And then she said, well, Julie's on right now. So I turned around and I walked so fast back. Susie gave me your number, because I hadn't had it written down. It was just meant to be. And I can't believe I'm talking to you. I'm so thrilled.
I'm talking to you too. I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Oh my God. I know. I miss you, and I'll be able to talk to you. I know you're hard to get a hold of, but I'm thrilled about that. Do you want me to tell you what's been going on?
Yeah. Do you have a question? Just if you have a question for me?
Yeah, I do. I for about 2 years, I've had this problem with my sleep at night because I wake up burning, and I burn from, oh my God, head through the toes. So I've gone to a neurologist, I've gone to, chiropractor, and they're thinking that I have something wrong with my neck. I had hurt my neck at one time, but then I wondered if it'd be hormones. I just don't know. So I wondered if you see anything in my body. I remember the last time you said that I had a lot of inflammation, but I've been trying to do an inflammation diet. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me get you on my radar and let's see what's going on. And what that means to those of you who are first-time listeners is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, because we're all spirits attached to a body having a human experience. And when we're attached to a body, we vibrate more slowly simply because the body has mass. I always say it's like running an electrical current through a bowl of pudding. It's going to slow it down. Wow. So, Patty, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to watch my laser beam come from my body here in Sweet Home, Alabama, and it's heading to you. Tell everybody where you are. I already know, but tell everybody who's listening.
I'm in California.
She's in Northern California. She's in the Bay Area.
So, Julie, you're the best. So you are.
I'm getting you on my radar. Yeah, you're full of inflammation, girl. Full. You look
Still?
like, you look like you have little electrical, almost like little lightning bolts running through your body.
Feels that way.
Yeah, let me get that calmed down and see what's going on with that. So I'm using anti-inflammatory energy, which is a royal blue color, to get that calmed down. I'm grounding you first, Patty. Walk outside, put your bare feet in the grass. If it's too cold, stand in your garage or your basement that's a cement floor and do that, and that will ground you. You can do that. You can also walk on the beach, when it's warm enough to do that. I'm going to work on you over the break, Patty, so just stay with us, and we're going to take a quick break, everybody. When we return, we will see what I come up with for Patty, what Spirit shows me. So you're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Before the break, we were talking with Patty from San Francisco and the San Francisco Bay Area. And Patty, you were telling us about that you've been having sleep problems for the past couple of years with burning that keeps you awake. And it's throughout most of your body, if not your whole body. Is that right?
Well, it started up in the head and dry tongue and burning through the neck and everything. Now it's gone into the arms and the legs too. So I did go to a neurologist, but it sounded kind of scammy. Do you know?
What did the neurologist come up with? Anything?
They both thought maybe it was when I had a neck accident. I was told once I needed an operation on my neck, but I wouldn't do it.
Okay. All right. What I got was interesting. It's something I haven't gotten before when I've scanned you in the past. And that is, I grounded you because I saw these little lightning bolts of energy that were going through you. So I grounded you. And what I got from Spirit, Patty, was EMF's 5G, and for you to not only ground, but also to get EMF blockers. Because they started installing 5G about the time you started with your symptoms, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's right outside I have across the street one of those things that measures how fast people are going.
Uh-huh.
I wondered about that.
Yeah. There's also a, do you have me on speaker by any chance? If you do, if you could get me off and hold the phone up to your mouth, that would be great. I'd appreciate it.
I do have you on. Okay. Yeah. Hi.
There, that's better. Thanks. I was hearing myself talk back to myself. So, I figured there was a good chance I was on speaker. So look online about EMF blockers. Do you live near one of those radar detector things, but also where's there a cell tower near you? Your house probably has Wi-Fi. It probably has Wi-Fi to the utilities because that's how they check to see how much power you used. Most utility companies have changed to Wi-Fi instead of sending out meter readers like they used to in the olden days. And then also EMF levels in your house. I would Google a lot of that and see what you can find out. I know that there are EMF blockers. I know that there are devices that you can use on your cell phone that will block the radiation coming from your cell phone. And also, if you're using earbuds or AirBuds, I guess they call them, the Apple ones, and then there are other ones that are Bluetooth. I believe that's what's happening. I believe that your body's reacting to all of the EMF and electrical waves that are surrounding you. Does that make sense?
Does it make sense? Can I ask you, does it make sense though if I go someplace else, like I went to Tahoe and I couldn't sleep for 3 nights? So
yeah. Because most places have Wi-Fi, most places have 5G, most places you got your cell phone. Yeah, all of that. Where do you sleep? Where do you put your cell phone when you sleep at night?
I put it away, so I'm not near the cell phone, but I am near a computer and a TV.
Yeah. So are they turned on or are they turned off?
Outside PG&E, it's right across the street where that thing is.
Mm-hmm. Turn all that stuff off. You may want to turn off the Wi-Fi in your house while you sleep. But that's what I'm getting. It's something for you to explore.
Thank you.
That's what I'm getting is causing this.
And you don't see anything in the, left part of my neck?
Well, I didn't get a chance to scan that. I just have time to do one thing. So we'll cover that when I have you for a whole hour. And then we can do a deep dive and take it from there. But what a delight to get to talk with you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that jazz. Okay.
And
miss you too. Thanks, Patty. Take care. Bye-bye.
Julie, thank you. Honey.
Bye. Okay, let's go to Amy next. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. I just want to say send my condolences. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Most people aren't that close to their brothers-in-law, but this one was like a brother to me. He was just, in my life for 35 years and was just, you just can't think of him without laughing. He was so much fun. So where are you located, Amy?
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
I do. I lost my fiance 4 months ago. He's 36 years old. So there's a lot of questions I want to ask, and I don't know if this is, something I can ask, but I just want to know, is there any message that he wants to send me? Is there anything he wants, to let me know?
Okay. What's his name, first of all?
It's Billy.
Billy. Okay. All right. And was he sick, Amy, or did he die very unexpectedly?
He died very unexpectedly. He was not sick.
Okay. All right. When you said, is there anything he wants to tell you? He said, I'm so sorry, babe. That was the first thing that I heard. I'm so sorry, babe. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
It does.
All right. Have you read my book, Angelic Attendants, yet?
I have not gotten a chance to, no.
Okay. Email me, Juliet@AskJulieRyan.com. I'm going to send one to you. Read it. It will help comfort you. And just email me with your contact information and your address and all of that, and I will send you one because I believe that it will give you a lot of information. It will help comfort you through this time.
What is your email again?
Julie@AskJulieRyan.com.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. Well, my heart goes out to you. I'm not a fiance, but yeah, it's tough. Tough. But know that he's around you. Know you can talk to him at any time. You say something to him, either aloud or in your head, he's going to answer you. It's going to be the first thing that pops into your mind. So I hope that helps. Thanks for calling. Okay, everybody, it's time for another quick break. When we come back, we'll see who's next and see what their question is. Stay with us. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back, everybody. Our next caller is Pat. Hi, Pat.
Hey, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm so sorry about your brother-in-law, Regis.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He's going to love all this attention. I'm sure he's watching us from heaven, so he's going to love it.
Sounds like a great guy.
Oh, my gosh. You would have loved him. Please tell everybody where you're located.
Okay. I'm your neighbor in Huntsville, Alabama, and one of your AT grads.
That's right.
Give a plug right now that, hey, it will change your life. Everybody needs to think about doing it. It's amazing. Julie, you are amazing.
Oh, you sweet thing. Thank you. Actually, the Angelic Attendant training class just filled for July today. So I'm taking people. I limited to 12 people, and it's we're in October of next year already. So if you're thinking about doing it, go ahead and sign up because they're filling up. And It really is life-changing, isn't it? And obviously, I use the skills that I teach, and they come in handy like they have in the past week with my brother-in-law, Regis.
The support that you give following that is none other. It's just amazing. So it's not like
because I love all you guys
there.
Yeah, it's an amazing community of people that have been through it. Well, thank you for that. How may I help you? Do you have a question for me this evening?
Yes, ma'am. We did our reading together in October, and you told me about my hormones being out of whack. So I had a place 2 weeks ago, Wednesday, and they placed testosterone and estrogen, estradiol. And then I'm taking 200 milligrams of progesterone every night. Mm-hmm. So within about a week, I noticed massive hair loss, and I was sweeping my bathroom, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is, hadn't really noticed on my head yet. Then I started paying attention to it, unfortunately, and I've lost a lot. And so there is a side effect that I read that some patients can convert the testosterone to DHT. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, I've been in contact with them. They put me on a prescription of spironolactone, which is really diuretic, but it helps with hair growth. It takes close to 3 weeks for that to take effect. What I'm hoping is that it's starting to slow. Is there something that you can do to stop it any further? Whatever you can do that will help me. The positives, brain cognition is way better. My energy is way better. My sleep is way better. This is the one thing that's the issue.
And that's from the testosterone. Because testosterone,
okay.
The thing that's so weird, Pat, is, how when you see a bald man, a lot of times they're like gorilla man. They're hairy all over their body, but their head's bald. You think, what the heck is that?
Right.
They have a lot of testosterone. And so it's kind of crazy. I don't know what the deal is with that, but you had the pellets put in, right?
Right. I had 3 put in.
Can they take out the testosterone one, or do they not do that? I've used cream always. I prefer the cream because you can control it, and it only lasts for a day. With the pellets, which I know a lot of women love because they don't have to worry about getting the estrogen cream on their husbands. But I just think that you can run into those problems with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, my understanding is once it's in for 3 months. So, I'm just, just dissipates into the body, runs through the system. So,
okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar and let's see what's going on with that and see. So your inflammation level looks up as well, which it can be if you have too much testosterone as well. So I'm getting that calmed down. What I can do is I'm watching basically a flush happen through your whole system to get some of that testosterone out. You don't want to get all of it because it helps balance the estrogen and the hormones act together as kind of like a symphony. I say it's like a soup. If you're missing one of the hormones, then it's like you're making chicken noodle soup and you forget to put the chicken in. You're going to have soup, but it's just not going to taste like chicken noodle soup. You're missing an element. So what I'm doing is energetically seeing if we can get the testosterone level reduced. I'm also watching hair plugs happen in your head. Oh, that's funny. Like a doll. Did you have a doll growing up where they had hair plugs? I had a chatty Cathy that had hair plugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm watching hair plugs going in your head, and it looks to me like it's like front and center on your hair. As far as most of the hair loss, like what you would see on a man. that was having some hair loss. Is that where you're noticing it, Pat? That's where the hair plugs are going first.
Yeah, it is there, but it's pretty generalized too. To be honest with you, sides, back, but it is really on the top and the front there.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So you're going to love this because you know how this works from taking my class, but it's not only did I see the hair plugs, but then I saw stem cell energy get slathered all over the hair plugs. And there's a vortex spinning above your head right now that's going to transform the hair plugs into hair. So you're gonna have a head full of hair here by the time we're done with you here in short order, energetically anyways. So got that going on. Okay. All right. We'll see if that helps. I think that it's worth a discussion with your doctor about switching to the cream for the bioidenticals. I've been on them for 17 years. I love the cream. It's wonderful. And you can control it. If you're on too much and you're having a symptom, change it for the next day. So consider that. But I'm glad that you're feeling good as well from the estrogen. Okay, Pat.
This part of it's taken a hit. Thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, let's go to the next Pat. Hi, Pat. We have 2 Pats in a row. Hi, Pat. Hi, Pat. Are you there? Hello, hello. Okay, I guess not. Let me try. I have 3 Pats. Let me try the other Pat. Hi, Pat. Hello.
Oh.
Hi, now I can hear you. Hi.
Okay. I was curious. I had another phone in which is not working right. Hi. I have talked to you in the past from Iowa, and
terrific.
We worked on some stuff. I'm taking some nystatin and things like that. My issue right now is I kind of like to have you scan me again to see if things have improved, because the last month has been, I just have lost all appetite, lost quite a bit of weight, which I'm not unhappy about, but I just don't know what's going on, and I don't seem to be coming out of this funk that I'm in.
Okay, so you're losing weight, you don't have any appetite, and you're depressed? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I'm not depressed. I'm happy about losing the weight.
Yeah.
Just,
okay.
I'm just not getting past this, and I feel like, I do have some sinus drainage going on, which means I cough a lot too, but I know we worked on some issues. I had a lot of inflammation, and I did do the gut biome test, and I'm trying to keep on that kind of, my superfoods now, especially now since I don't care whether I eat or not. I make sure I stay on the good foods. So I'm just kind of wondering what's going on.
Okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar. Here we go. Sweet home Alabama to Iowa. Gotcha. You guys got a heck of a football team this year. Big Ten championship this weekend with your team in it. Got that.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting. I don't keep up on that.
Yeah. I do because of Ohio State, my alma mater. They lost to Michigan. That was just not a good thing last weekend. I was like, whoa. Yeah, that was not good. So, all right, got you. You said you were having postnasal drip because of, or do you have a cold or allergies, or what's going on with that? Because that can make you nauseous.
Well, I'm just guessing that. Oh, really? Yeah, it just, I assume it's allergies, but it should be better now. I mean, most of the farm work is done around here, and all the stuff that was in the air. And besides, I've been stuck in the house anyhow. But, I just don't know why. I just I knew we had some issues going on before that you found the arthritis and mold and yeast and all that. And I just thought, well, if I've been doing the nystatin, has that been cleared up? If anything else is pending there.
It's way better, and I don't even see any inflammation. So that's a huge accomplishment right there. So stay on the nice statin, Pat. I think it's postnasal drip that's making you nauseous and not have any appetite. So see what you can do on that, and stay on the nice statins, stay on following what your superfoods are. And I think you look way better than the last time I saw you. So I believe that'll help. Okay, everybody, time for another break. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Let's go to the phones again. And our next caller is Jean. Hi, Jean.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Jean.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I sure can. How are you?
Okay. I'm not doing all that great.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, where are you located?
I'm in San Diego, California.
Okay. All right. How may I help you? You got a question for me?
Yeah, I have medical problems. I'm hoping you can scan and help me focus on what to do.
Okay.
I'm 71 years old, and I had implants removed, then I had a clonazepam detox facility, then I had cataract surgery, and my left eye has a problem. It's bigger than the right, and my eyes don't focus properly. And then I had amalgams removed, dental amalgams. So I'm figuring I've got some mercury detoxing going on. And so I'm kind of housebound. I only go to the store, but I feel anxious when I'm in the store, like I have to get back to the car as soon as I can, and I understood that the mercury can affect your thyroid, which can do Graves' disease in the eyes, so I'm kind of thinking everything's all related. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Have you been back to your ophthalmologist and talked to your doctor about your eyes not being able to focus correctly?
Yeah. He's thinking I went to a different switch doctors because the one who did the surgery, he has a different lens in one eye and one for nearsighted and one for farsighted. And I didn't know he was going to do that. And so my eyes keep refocusing. Like if I'm staring at something, I can't stay on it. It's like you're zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out. So it sends my body into anxiety because, that's a little unsettling. And then I had old amalgam fillings, and I thought, so I had those taken out, and I know that can stir up mercury in your system. So my body is just clobbered. I'm running scared,
Okay. Well, the interesting thing, Jean, is when I watch cataract energetic healings now, I would say in the past year, maybe 2 years, they're done monovision, like what your surgeon did to your eyes. And I think that's hilarious that's how spirit is healing cataracts. They're done so that one eye sees distance and one eye sees up close. So whereas before it used to be they would just fix the vision and then you'd probably have to wear reading glasses. And so how long has it been since you've had your eye surgery?
Oh, just like a month.
Okay. Your brain's still getting used to it.
Then I had
That's what's going on.
My brain's not happy. And then I had the amalgams done since then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let me get you on my radar. Here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, heading out to you in San Diego. All right. Got you. Shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. It's going to your right eye. And what I'm watching is I'm looking through your eye from the back, and I'm watching it get focused. Like, do you remember those old, like a kaleidoscope, and you could move it and it would bring it into focus, or a telescope? That's what I'm watching happen on the right eye. Let me see about the left eye. So is the right eye for distance and the left eye is for close up? Can you tell?
The left eye is for, I'm trying to see now. The left eye is the one I'm having a problem with.
And that's the one for close up is what I'm seeing. But
and it's bigger than the other eye, and it burns. Like when I have pain in it, I use drops for moisture. But that left eye, when I look in the mirror, I scare myself just because I look scared. You know, like whoa.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is that the right eye is for distance, and the left eye looks to me like it's close up. So,
no, sorry. The left eye is for distance, and the right for close. I'm sorry. I finally got it.
All right. That's interesting. That's not what I'm seeing. It doesn't matter. So what I'm watching is I'm watching the left eye get a new lens put in. And it looks like a contact lens. That's what intraocular lenses look like. So I'm watching the lens get taken out that the surgeon put in. I'm watching a new lens get put in. And so now I'm watching them come back so that they're even. They're not necessarily monovision anymore. So hopefully that will help your brain adjust to that. Let me see what's happening now. So now they're being balanced. Kind of like, did you ever have a car that the headlights needed to be adjusted because they didn't shine out the same on both sides? It was like one was up higher than the other. That's what I'm watching right now to get focused. And I'm watching the muscles get tightened behind your eyes. The energy went to your eyes, Jean. So that tells me that's your biggest issue right now is your eyes, because the energy always goes where it's most needed first. And so it brought that right one back in, extended out the left one to make them even. And hopefully that will help. With that, consider scheduling an appointment with me. We'll have a whole hour. We can work on all this other stuff that you have going on and do a deep dive with that. And, just get on my calendar, and then on your confirmation email, there will be a reschedule button on the bottom of it. Save that email. And when you think of it, just periodically check by clicking on that reschedule button, and it will show you dates and times that open up that oftentimes are sooner. People reschedule every week, and you can oftentimes get in sooner.
I'm doing that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I am doing that, Julie. And I'm into February now.
Great. You'll keep doing it, because people are amazed.
Okay.
I talk to people every day, and they'll tell me that that's what's going on. So I believe that your eyes will heal. I believe that your brain will get used to doing the monovision. And I had LASIK surgery done 20-some years ago, and then I had to have one eye redone after 5 years. And the next morning, the eye that got redone had perfect vision, but the one before I had surgery was perfect, but my brain was messed up for about 24 hours. So I understand what you're going through. It's really disconcerting.
And on a boat.
When that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Your brain will get used to it, and you'll be able to see. So thanks for calling. I look forward to getting you for a whole hour, and we'll figure out the rest of this stuff. Okay, everybody, time for another quick break. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, and we'll be right back and see who our next caller is. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. We do this show every Thursday night, unless it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's. And every once in a while in the summer, I'll take a break on that. But most Thursday nights, I would say the vast majority of them, maybe except for 3 or 4 a year, we do this show. And the call-in number is 667-770-1476. We do it at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The information's available on my website, AskJulieRyan.com. And in the show notes of every show, we'll post all this call-in information. Now, you can download the show anywhere you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube and Alexa. So please remember to subscribe and also leave a review, either on YouTube or you can do it wherever you download podcasts, or go to ratethispodcast.com/Julie. That's really the easiest way. ratethispodcast.com/Julie. Call-in details can also be found on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. Everything's at Ask Julie Ryan. And we'll always post a reminder to call in the day of the show. Likewise, if I'm not doing a live show, like for Christmas, I will say, okay, no live show tonight, but I'll have something that's pre-recorded. Actually, I have two pre-recorded shows already, one for Christmas and one for New Year's. The Christmas one is a psychic who's a lawyer. He calls himself the social psychic. He's great. You'll really enjoy him. And then I take that back. He's going to be New Year's. For Christmas, we have a dream interpreter who's amazing, Monica, and you'll really enjoy her. And we talk about, when we have dreams, what are the meanings of the different things that we see in our dreams. So you'll enjoy those. So I was trying to have fun pre-recorded shows if I'm not going to be on live. Let's see what else. While you're on AskJulieRyan.com, be sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter, because we always put up a question that somebody has submitted online along with my answer and then the call-in information. I got it all over the place, you guys. I'm trying to make it easy on you. And then you can also schedule an appointment with me at AskJulieRyan.com. What I was just mentioning earlier with one of our callers is get on my schedule whenever you can, and then keep your confirmation email. You'll get a confirmation email once you're on my schedule. Keep that. Periodically check the reschedule button, and it will, if you click on that, it will show you dates and times that become available. And oftentimes you can get in within a day or two, because people get their reminders and they say, oh no, I've had something come up, and then they reschedule, and then that time slot opens up. It happens multiple times a week. So remember to do that as well. And then if you're interested in my angelic attendant training, as I mentioned earlier, July is full of next summer. So October, I have one person in October already. If you're thinking about wanting to take the class, go ahead and sign up for October, and then you'll be in the queue and you'll be ready to go on that. Also, Angel Messages for Cats is coming out next week, and we will put all kinds of things on social media to let you know. So remember, all my Angel Messages series, Angel Messages for Kids, Angel Messages for Dogs, now Angel Messages for Cats, are great Christmas gifts, as is Angelic Attendance as a Christmas gift, the book. And they're in audio book. Angelic Attendance is audiobook, digital, and also paperback. And then the kids' books are in digital and paperback. So there you go. Something that'll be a good gift idea for your family members or friends. Okay, this week, our question was from Catherine, and Catherine lives in Battery Point, Tasmania, Australia. You remember the Tasmanian Devil, the cartoon? That's what I think of when I hear about Tasmania. So from Australia, she said, "Hi, Julie. For the past few months, I've been seeing faces when I close my eyes and try to sleep. It's quite surreal and beautiful. Some of the faces are black and white, and some are in color. They're in both 2 and 3D. The faces are in succession, and there isn't time to really examine them. Do you know what this is? I have done an internet search and learned it may have to do with my third eye or an awakening of parts of myself. Any insight and what to do next would be most appreciated. Regards, and as you say, hugs." I always say that. "I'm sending you hugs." So she says, "Regards and hugs, Catherine." And here's my response. "Hi, Catherine. Welcome to the club. What you're describing sounds like intuitive or psychic visions, sometimes called clairvoyance. That's when you see psychic things in your head. You know how when I scan somebody, I'll see things in my mind's eye in my head? That's clairvoyance. I don't get too wound up with they call them the clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clair whatever. It's just kind of like, it's however you receive information. And then once you do this for a while, you get it in all those ways: vision, auditory, smell, feeling, direct knowing. That's when you just know stuff. I believe this is a step in the process of developing your intuitive skills. So she's got clairvoyance. Her intuitive skills are starting to develop. Everyone is born with psychic/intuitive abilities. We all naturally enhance our knowingness or gut reactions as we age, and many of us, like me, choose to consciously enhance our intuitive abilities with study and lots of practice. As you guys have heard me say a lot of times, we all come in with the ability. We all have things that we know. We all have a gut instinct about something, and when we go against it, usually we regret it. That's all intuitive abilities. We all come in with the capabilities. It's just a matter of developing and enhancing them. I like to say I'm not one of those psychics who had dead people chasing her since childhood, which is true. I didn't. I learned how to do this stuff in my 30s. When scanning a person, animal, or place, I normally have my eyes closed. It helps me be less distracted from what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. The same may pertain to what happens with you when you close your eyes. Regarding the faces you're seeing, I did an instant replay, often used with a sporting event on television. You know, if somebody makes a touchdown or they make a score or they hit a home run or something, the TV will do an instant replay. So I do that in my head from a psychic perspective or telepathic perspective. I said I did an instant replay of what you're experiencing. I saw in my mind's eye both faces rapidly moving across the screen like a slideshow and faces moving around in a circular motion like a kaleidoscope. Although these faces aren't readily recognizable, I believe they relate to people you knew in countless past lives, and many of them are soulmates. How cool is that? And there's a good chance these soulmates are assuming different roles in your current life. There are many online and in-person classes available, including my angelic attendant training, that will help you continue to develop and enhance your intuitive abilities. Hope my explanation helps clarify things for you. So, Catherine from Tasmania in Australia, what a great question. Interestingly enough, I've had several emails from people already. That blog went out last night, and I've had several emails already from people who said, I have the same thing happen. So thanks for the explanation. And that's what I find when people submit questions. I'm just led to whichever one I choose. And I always get responses from people saying, oh my gosh, that's going on with me. And people tell me that's why they listen to the show, because inevitably somebody's got something going on that one of our callers asks about, and then it helps give them information. So thanks, Catherine, for submitting that question. All right, let's go back to the phones. And our next caller is Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Julie. I'm so sorry for your loss, and I hope that you find comfort in this wonderful community that you've created.
Thank you. I am, very much so. Kelly's a graduate of my class, too. So full disclosure, right, Kel?
Yes, I am, and I echo what Pat said earlier. She was in my class, that it'll change your life for sure. Everyone should sign up.
And everybody was so supportive of me and zapping on me while we were mourning the loss of Regis and all of that. And so, oh my gosh, what an amazing group of people around the world. Well, Cal, tell everybody where you're calling from, and then let's hear your question.
Sure. Yes, I'm calling from Delancey, New York, and I'm calling for my dog. His name is Willie. He's an 11-year-old pug that had a disc rupture on Monday night, and we had to go to the emergency vet, and he was diagnosed with intervertebral disc disease, and they wanted to do surgery, or another option was prednisone and gabapentin and crate him for about 8 weeks. So I opted for that. You know, as part of what you taught me, I was trying healing on him, you know, so I'm hoping that, you know, made it better for him. But I was just hoping you could take a look and tell me.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you opted not to do surgery.
Yes, and he lost. He doesn't have. He has a little bit of feeling in his hind leg, but he can't, stand up, or he lost much function out in his hind leg. So, but he's
do
very
you have
healthy.
to carry him?
Went for a walk. Yeah, I carry him. He has to stay in his crate, and I just carry him out to go to the bathroom.
Oh, geez. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah. Very healthy, active dog.
He's healthy otherwise?
Yes. Yep, very healthy.
All right. What's the lifespan of pugs? I don't know. I know it differs with different breeds.
I've had two previous, 12 and 14.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. Kelly, I'm going to check him over the break. We're going to take a quick one, and when we come back, I'll let you know what I come up with. So stay with us, everybody. We'll find out what's going on with Kelly's puppy, and I'll be right back. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking with Kelly in New York about her pug, Willie, who had a ruptured disc. So, Kelly, I worked on him over the break, and what I watched happen was I watched the ruptured disc get sucked out with a device that I saw used in surgery all the time. It's used in pretty much every surgery. It's called a Yankauer suction device. This is human surgery. I'll have to ask my daughter-in-law, Mallory, if they use, I'm sure they use something like it. And they put it in the cavity and it's hooked up to suction tubing and it sucks out whatever you need to suck out during surgery. So I watched the ruptured disc, kind of like if it looked like Jell-O blown up, kind of, that disc material removed. I watched stem cell energy, which, as you know, is a light amber colored gel with sparkles in it because it's woo-woo, gotta have sparkles. And I watched that get put in its place where the disc ruptured. There was a vortex that was spinning above it, so it regenerated a new disc in that area. And then I watched this netting get applied from those vertebrae above and below the new disc. And the netting reminds me of netting that you'd see used with a goldfish, to get a goldfish out of an aquarium or out of a bowl. Really fine. And that holds the disc in place. And so I watched that happen. And then after that, I watched him running through the backyard, like in a gallop almost, like a horse gallops. He wasn't running fast, but he was kind of galloping. And that may be how he runs normally anyways.
Yep, that's amazing. Thank you.
Is that true? Is that how he runs? Kind of like a gallop?
How he runs.
Yeah.
Yep, he learns both of his backwards.
So that's what I saw. So I think he's going to recover completely from this.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You're welcome. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all that jazz. Sending you lots of love. Okay. All righty. Thanks, Kel. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go to Ashley next. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Are you there? Hello.
Is it me?
Are you there? Say something. See if I got you. Oh, now I do. Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Where are you calling us from? Where are you located?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Did you have to question? You sound like you're not sure.
I'm not from where I am.
Okay. All right. Well, that explains it.
Where you are.
You're in a strange land. Where am I? I'm in Sweet Home, Alabama, baby. Birmingham.
Oh, I know. That's where I'm from.
Oh, it is. Okay. Terrific. Well, you got a question for me?
I do. I want if you could find.
I'm having trouble hearing you. You want to know if I can find what?
Well, what happened to my husband?
Okay. Tell me about what you think happened to your husband. Is he missing? Did he pass?
I don't.
What happened?
I lost him, and 2 days later, my mom.
You lost him what? I'm sorry?
I lost him, and then 2 days later. So I've been in sort of a trauma loop, and they were both unexpected, and so, and I have no explanation for what happened to him.
Okay. So did you find him at home, or what were the circumstances?
I found him. He was hanging, but it didn't. There was no note that it was intentional. Happened.
Okay.
Wrong. I just don't know.
You're cutting out, Ashley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to you, and then I'll connect from you to your husband and see if he has anything to tell you, because it's really hard to hear you with this connection. I know you're calling in on the internet, I can tell. So I'm connecting to you in Pennsylvania and from you to your husband. So it sounds like he committed suicide. I'm asking him, did you commit suicide? Yes. Why? I was sick of it. What were you sick of? All the drama and trauma. Tell her I'm sorry. And I'm around her all the time, and I'm not miserable anymore. So I hope that helps. Perhaps you can try and call back in next week, Ashley, on a regular connection, and I might be able to hear you better, and we can get more information for you. I'm so sorry for your loss of your husband and your mom. And okay, let's go to Darren next. Hi, Darren. Hi, Darren. Are you there? Oh, I think I just lost him. Okay, so let's go to Heather. Hi, Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi, Julie.
Hi there.
I'm so excited to get you.
Thank you. Me too.
Sorry, I got a baby around. I'm calling from Northern California as well, near San Francisco.
All right. What's the baby's name?
This is Mia.
Oh.
Right now.
How old is Mia?
She just turned 1.
Oh, wonderful. Fun. So is she getting into stuff yet?
Oh, everything, of course.
Mobile.
Who she keeps busy too.
Oh, good. Heather, I'm going to hold you over for the break. We're going to take just a short break, and when we come back, we'll find out what Heather's question is. So stay with us, everybody. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking with Heather from Northern California and baby Mia. So, Heather, you got a question for me?
Yes, I'm calling on behalf of my sister-in-law, hoping you can do a medical scan. She's been, she's in her 30s, and she recently started having some really bad short-term memory loss to the point of, not remembering where she lives when she takes walks, and not remembering a whole, 4-day camping trip the day after.
Oh, wow.
The doctors are thinking it's seizures, but she's not physically having seizures, and they're giving her seizure medication that's not really helping. So,
what's her name?
Wondering what your take. Her name is Season Leaf.
Season Leaf? Like a leaf on a tree?
Yes, Leef.
Season Leaf. Wow, that's creative. I've never heard that before. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to connect from, is she in Northern California as well?
She is, yes.
Okay. So I'm connecting from, I got you on my radar. I'm connecting from you to her. I'm asking permission if I can scan her. I'm getting a yes. Good job setting that up. She's got mold exposure. Where's the mold? Have they had a water leak in their house or in her place of employment?
Maybe she just moved and recently got a new job, so we can that. But that's a place to start. I've heard of the test, the ERMI test.
ERMI test is to do the mold test for the building, but if she's got mold exposure, there's a doctor named Neil Nathan, Heather, who's in San Diego. And if you look him up online, Neil Nathan, MD, he is a specialist in mold, and she'll get a lot of tips there that can help her start to detox. But I believe that's what's going on. The other suggestion I have is Amen Clinics. They're in the East Bay up there in your neck of the woods. Amen, like amen at the end of a prayer. Amen Clinics, plural. Go to amenclinics.com, and I would suggest that she talk with them because they can help her clear the mold. They can do a brain scan on her and see what's going on with her brain. They do what's called a SPECT scan, SPECT, and it shows parts of the brain that light up with different activities. It's more than just a CT scan or an MRI. Those are looking at structural. This is really how the brain is performing. And so I would check out those two websites. And I believe both of them are going to have information that are going to be able to help her with that. But I believe she's got mold exposure, and that can mess you up big time. So hopefully that'll help.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay. Happy holidays. Take care.
You
Bye,
too.
Heather. Bye, Heather. All righty. Let's try Darren again. Hi, Darren.
Hi, how are you?
Darren. Oh, I got you. Good. I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Terrific. Terrific. Where are you located?
I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay. Got a question for me?
Yeah. So my dad passed away about 4 months ago in mid-July. And he's been on my mind a lot lately. And I'm wondering if he has a message for me or anything that he's trying to communicate to me.
Okay. What's his name, Darren?
Full name, Douglas May.
Okay. Did he go by Douglas or Doug?
He went by either, maybe Doug more.
Yeah, that's what he's telling me, Doug. He's standing to your right. When we talk about him, they always come in right away. Sometimes they come in when you're asleep, and then when you wake up, you see them. Like I was saying with my brother-in-law and sister's spirits. All right. So, Doug, do you have a question for him, Darren? Something specific, or just?
Not necessarily. Maybe just confirmation that I'm on the right track in my life, and if things are good where I'm at, and.
Okay. Can you be more specific on that? Are you thinking like with a job or something? Spirits are really literal, Darren. He was talking about a car, something to do with a car. Do you have a new car? Are you driving his car? Did you sell his car? What's going on with the car? Talking something about a car.
I have two cars.
Okay.
So I have two cars. I have a recreational 4-wheel drive vehicle, and then I have like a Volkswagen Jetta, a sedan.
Okay.
So I can't really think of too much on about the cars.
Did he have a car that you sold?
Well, no, not recently.
Okay. All right.
I've had these cars for maybe 3-4 years. So.
Mm-hmm. He thinks you may want to get rid of one of yours, one of your cars.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I've had some mechanical problems with the Jeep that I have, and it does seem a little dangerous at times. So maybe that's, maybe that's true.
When I just said to you, he wants you to consider selling one of your cars, he came in with the SUV. So that was the one that he was talking about with that. He's saying it's
getting, and I can see that there's a potential for maybe danger of keeping it. So maybe that's why.
He's saying it's going to be really expensive. You have to get it repaired. So you'd be better off getting rid of it now.
Yeah, that can work out.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how to talk to him? You say something to him in your head or aloud. He's going to answer you within a second. It's going to sound like it's your thought coming in, but that's how spirits communicate, is telepathically. And you'll know it's him when it comes in within a second. Also, spirits are really literal. So when you ask general questions, they're going to give you an answer, but it may not be applicable, because how applicable it is going to be predicated on how you ask the question. Like, Dad, am I on the right track with the current job that I'm in? Is it going to be in my best interest to look for another job? Things like that. And just saying, instead of saying, am I on the right track? That could pertain to a million different things. So be specific when you're asking questions. And they'll always answer you.
Answer would come in pretty quick.
Yeah, it does. Comes in within a second. If you think about it for more than a couple of seconds, that's going to be your brain talking to you. So I hope that helps. Have you read my book, Angelic Attendants, yet?
Not yet. Yeah, I've looked at it.
Email me. Email me, Julie at AskJulieRyan.com. I'll send one to you, and hopefully it'll give you some comfort. So shoot me an email, and I'll send one to you. Okay. All righty. Take care. Thanks for calling, Darren. You bet.
You too.
Okay. Let's see who's next. I believe it's Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne.
Hey. Hi, Julie. I just wanted
to
my thoughts and prayers are with you during this time of grief.
Thank you.
I love that you're surrounding yourself with friends and love, and Asheville's a heck of a great place to do that.
Oh,
so
I know. The Biltmore is just amazing, isn't it? So there's going to be a bunch of 60-something women in a big Suburban driving from Atlanta to Asheville. And we are going to have a ball. So I told them they can only bring one suitcase because I'm going to be limited on luggage space. You know how girls are. It's only a weekend. I mean, really, it's not the beauty pageant. So I said, no tiaras needed. So it should be really fun.
Right.
Yeah, and how wonderful, Roxanne, that it was already scheduled in August. It was scheduled 4 months ago. So it all works out perfectly.
That perfect timing, huh? Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you got a question for me? First of all, tell everybody where you're located.
Yeah, I am calling from the Blue Ridge Mountains here in western North Carolina. And I am excited, especially we've had some people on talking about it, but I'm signed up for your angelic attendant training in April. So, yay! Very excited about that.
Fun. Rest up now. Your life's about ready to be enhanced in every area. It's just amazing watching people's lives just unfold in just incredible ways when they have these skills. Hey. So I'm delighted about that. Terrific. Well, you got a question for me?
I do. This is kind of a different question. I'm hoping that an older Cherokee Native American soul can help me with this, along with you. About 2 years ago, my husband and we purchased this little mini farm, and it's an area called Shooting Creek location. It's near Hayesville, North Carolina. And the dream is to create this space into a retreat location, allowing emotional healing to take place while telling your story. The land borders on a creek called Hot House Creek, and I've just spent hours trying to research the history of the land, knowing that at one time many Cherokee Native American villages were located in this area, but I can't find anybody really that can pinpoint if the townhouse and the villages were on our farmland. And in particular, there's a hill where our farmhouse was located on. And just from all the things I've read, that's typically where the townhouse was built in the village.
Okay, so hold that thought, Roxanne. I'm going to need to take a break. When I come back, we'll get some more information, and then we'll see what we come up with. So stay with us, everybody. You're listening to the Ask Julie Ryan Show, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Before the break, we were talking with Roxanne in North Carolina, who bought a piece of land that used to have Native Americans on it, it sounds like, Cherokee in particular. So, Roxanne, you were talking about that there's the Hothouse Creek, and there was a hill on your property where the farmhouse was built. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. So, I mean, just from the different books that I've read and different individuals around the area, it's pretty much confirmed that they're definitely with the Cherokee village. But you know, a lot of the history's been lost because this was, you know, the Trail of Tears, the beginning of the Trail of Tears, right. And so a lot of the records are gone. So my just from reading it, they always placed like the townhouse, which was the community center, was ceremonies were held, etc., on a hill. And the creek definitely, from talking to some of my neighbors, of their ancestors, they definitely said yes, the Cherokee Native Americans had villages there. But I just wonder if the townhouse was built where my farmhouse is right now at one point in time.
Here's what I saw. I scanned it during the break, just for time's sake. And what I saw was on your side of the creek is where the village was, and the hill where the farmhouse is built had a ring of fire around the hill, around the whole circumference of the hill, but the hill wasn't as big as it is now. And that they were doing some kind of a ceremony, and that they would keep adding, they would like do a fire around the perimeter, and then there'd be a fire in the middle of it. And then they would bring dirt in to cover over the fire. And then they kept building it, which is what built the hill. I don't know that I've ever seen that before, but I kept seeing this ring of fire around the middle. So it was some kind of a ceremonial place, the hill in itself. The other thing I saw was a burial ground on the other side of the creek from where your farmhouse is. And normally burial grounds are in sacred space. So I was scanning both sides of the creek. There are many vortices that are on your side. There are some on the burial ground side, but there are way more on your side. And the biggest one is over the hill, where the hill is now. So they were I have a friend that went to some retreat thing that was a drumming ceremony or something for years, like 20 years. And then after 20 years, you attain some new shaman thing, or I don't know all the details. But I did a replay of her last time that she went, and I saw a phoenix like rising out of the fire, and saw this whole scene of what was going on. And it was an eagle. And she was telling me all this significance for her of the eagle. So they really, when they had those ceremonies, there was some serious woo-woo going on at that, with all the native, not only Americans, but the indigenous people from all over the world. So I think you did well. I think the energy on that land is just superb. And I believe it will be very healing for my legs are vibrating on that, which is just confirmation from spirit when that happens, that people that come there to your retreat center will greatly benefit, not only from whatever it is, as far as the activities that you offer and the counseling and seminars or whatever, but certainly from just being on the land, because it is very powerful. the vortices that I'm seeing there. So vortices, like imagine a funnel cloud that's spinning, but there's lots of them, and there's a huge one over that hill.
Really,
Does that
right,
help?
right where the farmhouse is. Right
where the farmhouse is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you thinking about making that the center, or are you living in it, or what are you doing with it?
Well, it's currently my studio right now. So, and we built a new barn really close to it, where it's like my classroom is in there. But you are spot on. The whole area is basically surrounded by mountains. It's the most spiritual, beautiful piece of land. So, I'm called to do it. So,
I think good for you for following that, because whoever is on that property is gonna greatly benefit from it. I just, when there are that many vortices, I've been to Sedona many times, and that's what I see there. People go, oh, it feels so amazing. You'll feel it right when you get there. I don't feel anything when I'm there. I see it, because visual is my primary way that information comes in first to me, Rox. And so I see all these little vortices in Sedona. I see vortices on your property, as I said, with a really big one over where the farmhouse is. So there was some ceremonial stuff happening on that hill. And I believe that the hill is man-made over a long period of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's good.
It'll be fun for you to explore that further. And we can do instant replays of what was going on there and get you some more information if you want in the future. So great questions.
Yeah.
Thanks for them.
Okay.
And I will look forward to you in April in my class.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait.
All righty. Well, happy holidays.
Okay, and have fun in Nashville.
I will. Thanks, Roxanne. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that's it for this week. That went fast. And just appreciate you all listening. I appreciate those of you that called in. If I didn't get to you, please call in next week. We're doing another couple of live shows in December before the holidays. So call in next week. Let me know that I didn't get you on, and I'll do my best to get you on then. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will post pictures from the Biltmore that is just an amazing estate with amazing amounts of Christmas decorations. So it's a great way to start off the season. And I'm sending you lots of love from you know where, Sweet Home Alabama. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. See you here next Thursday.
Be sure to follow Julie on Instagram and YouTube at Ask Julie Ryan, and like her on Facebook at Ask Julie Ryan. To schedule an appointment or submit a question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.
This show is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be medical, psychological, financial, or legal advice. Please contact a licensed professional. The Ask Julie Ryan Show, Julie Ryan and all parties involved in producing, recording, and distributing it assume no responsibility for listeners' actions based on any information heard on this or any Ask Julie Ryan shows or podcasts.